Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Now today's video is on the subject of reviewing products, camera gear, lighting gear, microphones, so on and so forth. Now there's a few videos that have come online recently actually questioning the facts, are these reviews reliable? Not from me particularly, or just from me, from all of us, you know, all the different reviewers on YouTube. Now, I like to think that we do review products legitimately and fairly. But Gerald Undone recently uploaded a video kind of suggesting that maybe some of these reviewers are biased towards certain manufacturers and the reviews can't necessarily be trusted. Now, it is a requirement on YouTube, but if you are sent equipment for review, you have to disclose that at the beginning of a video or at some point during the videos. I always do that. I get sent gear. I don't get sent camera gear per se, although I have had some cameras sent to me. But I do get lighting gear sent to me, and I do get audio gear sent to me, microphones, accessories, and all that sort of thing. And lenses. I've had various lenses sent to me from Viltrox. I've got this fantastic 75mm f1.2 lens that was sent to me by Viltrox. And, you know, I reviewed it very favourably. It is a heavy lens and it is specific for portraits, really. It's a 75mm APS-C lens, really designed for portraits. But would I take this with me for doing general photography? No, I wouldn't. It's too bulky, too heavy, and too specific. But my review on it was very favourable, and I've actually taken some of the best photographs I've ever taken with that lens. And you know, there's some of them here. I will put them on a link in the description of this YouTube video. You know, where you can actually look at these photographs. Now, am I biased towards Viltrox because I like that particular lens? I don't think I am. I like all sorts of lenses. I use all lenses from lots of different manufacturers. Some that I've been sent, some that well, most of which I've purchased. The Fujifilm X-H2 is running my Fuji XC 35mm lens. That's a really cheap lens, and that's kind of a close-up shot. I've got my Fuji XS20 running the Sigma 18-50 lens on it, and I've got my DJI Pocket 3 and my Sony RX100 7. Now, am I biased towards particular manufacturers? Now, Gerald Undone brought up her point about the new Panasonic S9 camera release, the press release really, and all these YouTubers, all these influencers went to Japan, presumably funded by Panasonic. That I don't know, but if they were, you know, they went to Japan and they were given cameras and probably a couple of lenses to review. Now, some of the videos have been very favourable, some of them have been a bit scathing, but overall, does that mean it was wrong for these reviewers and influencers to go to Japan and review this product? Because Panasonic were presumably paying for their hotel stay, does that mean they are going to be favourable? I guess there might be a little bit of favouritism there. I don't know, but I think they're all very objective. I really do. But Gerald Undone seems to think that maybe these reviews are not objective and maybe not quite so genuine as they could be if they were, you know, if they purchased the cameras or if they were sent review samples, you know, later on. I think press releases are fantastic. I don't think there's any problem with reviewers going to review products at press releases. I really, really don't. What I think is wrong is when people do review a product, but they don't make it clear that the product has either been sent to them for review, or worse still, we're being sponsored to say good things about this, you know, a particular product. And I've come across a few like that, and that's really annoyed me because it's quite clear it was an advert as opposed to a review. And I think that needs to be absolutely clear at the beginning. If you're paid, you know, from a particular manufacturer to review a product, I think you need to make it absolutely clear that the manufacturer is sponsoring that particular video. Otherwise, it doesn't make the video is fake. It just doesn't make it, you know, genuine. Now, I've never been paid by any manufacturer to say good things about their products. I do get sent products, but I've never been paid at all. And all the camera gear and most of the lenses I've funded myself. I mean, I'm a fanboy of Apple computers. I'm running me Apple Mac here. This is me MacBook Air. There will be a video coming up about the MacBook Air. I've got the MacBook Pro. I've got the iMac at the back there. Not an iMac, Mac Mini at the back there. I use fundamentally Macs in my business. I don't like PCs, although I do have to use them. Now, does that make me, when I review a Mac product, does that make the review fake because I am actually highly recommending Macs? I don't think it does. I'm recommending what I use, you know, and why I really like it. It's like with these Xeon lights. Now, I've been sent all the Xeon lights. I've not had to purchase any of the lighting gear that I'm using. I'm using Xeon Molus X60 down there for lighting up the backdrop, a little blue light lighting up. Well, it's actually an RGB light. I can create any color that I want to. I'm using me Xeon X100 over there. A brilliant lights. In fact, this one here is a Wii light. It's actually a Viltrox stroke Wii light up there. So I'm using different products all the time, but because I highly recommend Xeon products, does that mean that these reviews are fake? Of course it doesn't. It means I really do like their products. So I'm going to say really good things about their products. Now, the Panasonic S9 launch is really what calls this, this thing on YouTube, where people, particularly Gerald Undone, criticising these reviewers that went to Japan. And, we're all saying it's a great little camera. But there are some scathing reviews. You look at Jordan. Now, he's predominantly a Panasonic user, and he says it wouldn't be for him because it hasn't got a headphone jack and there's a sort of 10, 15, 20-minute video record limit. Now, that would be the same with me. I wouldn't be able to use that camera simply because of the fact of the video record limit, and there's no headphone jack. How can you monitor audio if you can't monitor it with a headphone jack? There are workarounds, of course, and he did cover some of the workarounds. You look at Kai and Locke. Locke's are predominantly a Panasonic user, but because he says good things about this camera, does that make that a fake review? It doesn't. It just means he likes that particular camera. You have to weigh up the pros and cons yourself as to whether you think it would fit in with your workflow, whether you think it would be suitable for you, or whether it wouldn't be suitable for you. I think these are all genuine reviews. I don't think they're, biased. And you look at it from a manufacturer's point of view. Panasonic will invite influencers over who they think will be fair and objective about their products. They're not going to invite reviewers over that positively hate the manufacturer for whatever particular reason. They're not going to do that, are they? It doesn't make sense. They're there to sell products. Panasonic, Sony, Canon, whatever, they need to sell products. So they're going to invite people that are going to be favourable towards their products, but also, I think, objective. And I think Chris and Jordan is a classic example of objectivity going on there. So, are reviews fake on YouTube? I don't think they are. I think the vast majority of us reviewers are very genuine, and we actually do want our audience not to be, conned, as it were. We really do want our audience to spend their money wisely. And, when I do a product review, I really do hope that it comes across that I'm being very, very genuine about what I say, even if it has been sent to me for free, as it were. And like these lenses have been sent to me for free. But, they produce great results. I love Viltrox lenses. I've got the 20mm full frame E-mount lens here that Viltrox sent me for the Sony E-mount system. And it's a beautiful little lens. It's really compact, really, really nicely made, and really cheap. And I use it on my Sony a6700 as a 30mm lens because obviously the crop factor if you're using it on an APS-C body. But that doesn't make that biased towards Viltrox, does it? I am being biased towards them to some extent because I think they are a great manufacturer and produce great products. And I actually do use them. Cameras, for example. People have said I'm biased towards, Sony. Well, I'm not biased towards Sony at all because I'm using Fujifilm. I've been using Fuji for the last couple of months now. I've got the XH2, as I said earlier. I still use my Sony a6700 that I have here. Would I recommend the a6700? Of course I would. I mean, it's a fantastic camera. would I recommend the Fujifilm X-S20, which is its direct competitor? Yes, I would. It's a great camera. This is just a video to say, you know, about the, you know, the influencer system. Is there a fault with it? I think in general it's pretty decent, and I think YouTube have got some rules and regulations that make it, you know, pretty obvious, really. Hopefully pretty obvious. In general, we're all pretty decent. We all just want to produce content that people want to watch and people can trust. I think, you know, reviews are really important, but I do think that it's really important that the person doing the review is upfront and says whether it has been sent to them for free. Again, back to Chris and Jordan, I think they're two of the most fairest reviewers on YouTube. I think they're really, really good, because Chris straight away up front says we were flown over here by Panasonic, but what we say is, you know, our own opinion. And I really do genuinely believe that to be the case. I really do. Same with Kai and Locke. The same with Tony and Chelsea. I think that, you know, these are top reviewers that I think are being very fair and very honest about the products that they review. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found some use in that. And do leave comments in the comment section. Really, really appreciate what your thoughts are about you know, reviews, not just mine, but all of us. You know, are we being fair? Are we biased? And, you know, should we be biased? I think we should, to some extent, if we do like a particular manufacturer, but not because we're being paid to say good things. So there we go. Thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.